Have you ever stood over a simple chip shot, yet it feels like the hardest shot in golf? Sometimes you send it screaming across the green, and other times the ball barely moves. In this video, I'm going to share with you my one simple secret that no one's talking about, and it literally requires zero practice. I'm also going to share with you my Firepole Fix drill to have you hitting the best contact of your life instantly. And stick around to the very end. I'm going to share with you how to enter a flow state so you can start chipping with zero stress. Now let's get into it. If you're enjoying my videos but would like a more structured step-by-step approach as well as interactive mental game training designed to help you shoot your lowest scores and hit your best golf shots, you can subscribe to my app by visiting my website here in the corner of the screen, and I'd love to see you on the inside. If you want to start hitting better chip shots instantly without any practice, you have to understand this one simple concept. You must stay on plane to hit a solid chip shot. The biggest mistake I see on my lesson tee is people going underneath the swing plane, and that's going to cause all the horrible misses that you are experiencing currently. So if you want to get consistent, you must understand this one simple thing. Staying on plane. The simplest way to understand what being on plane means is wherever the starting position of your shaft is, if you can match an alignment stick to that exact angle, and if you can stay up and down that stick with your club head, that means you're on plane. How simple does that sound? It is. It's that simple. But most of you are so used to going underneath the swing plane, and that's causing the chunks, the thins, and the shots that just don't go directionally where you want them to go. So I'm going to show you how to get on plane and give you my Firepole Fix that will instantly fix your chipping. It's a very simple visual you can use when you're out there playing golf. So in order to stay on plane, all you have to do is go up and down this stick that I have placed in the ground. Whatever your starting position is, match that up and follow along with that. In order to start hitting really good chip shots, we also need to have a good setup. I can teach you a setup here in less than 20 seconds. Grip, posture, stance. These three categories must be in order. So the grip, all we're going to do for the grip is imagine we're holding a putter grip. The putter grip has a flat spot, so I'm going to place my thumbs on that flat spot and imagine they're right there on top of it just like you were putting. Posture, all I'm asking you is stand tall with your posture and lean your upper body about 1 to 1.5 inches towards the target, so tilt your spine that way. Call that the Leaning Tower of Pisa. That's going to help you hit down on it so you can hit a crisp golf shot. If you're hitting up on it, that's what got you here to this lesson in the first place. So grip, putter grip, tall, tilt forward, that's posture. Stance will be a club head width apart with your feet, and the ball is going to be in the middle. Bam, done. 20 seconds. Grip, posture, stance. Now let's get on to hitting those crisp shots that you so desire. So here we go. All I'm going to do is follow up and down this line. The pole, I've got my target out there in front of me, these yellow sticks here, and boom. Followed my swing plane and instantly hitting a nice crisp shot. Grip, posture, stance, quite simple. Boom. Nice shot. Like I said, not taking a whole lot of complicated things. We're talking about here one simple thing with a nice little setup, and bang, you're on to hitting your best chip shots of your life. Now, the Firepole Fix. Why is this not enough right here? Well, in golf we have this thing called feel versus real. Right now you're going to feel as if you're going up this stick, but you've been going underneath it for so long that it's not going to be enough of a feel. So the Firepole Fix, I'm going to add another little stick here. So imagine at a firehouse how they slide down the pole to get out really fast when they're trying to get to fight a fire. So I've got this vertical pole here now. So all I'm going to do is imagine that my club is going up and down the pink line. If you can do that, if you're watching this at home, get out and do this. Imagine going up and down a fire pole, and you put yourself on video, you're going to think, wow, man, I'm going straight back and up. But in reality, you're going to be following the swing plane line. It's a little bit of a mental trick here, but it must be done. If you started going too far up and out, there's a time and place for that. If you have a bad lie, you're going to need something that steep. You're going to need to be going above the fire pole. But for a nice neutral lie, it's enough to feel up the fire pole to get you on swing plane. So you can envision that. There, just like that. Simple, simple, simple. I like to keep everything simple and without practice. Once you understand a concept, it's not going to require you to hit millions of chip shots. It's just do these simple things, and when you're on the golf course, you're not going to be able to set all this up. So all you have to do is simply imagine. We all have an imagination somewhere in there. Back when we were kids, we used it all the time, but I want you to imagine there's a fire pole there, and you're going to follow up and down the fire pole. Get my GPS, follow my fire pole, and boom, the contact is there. I'm literally hitting out of divots right now. That's not an easy golf shot, but my plane is good, so I should be able to hit out of any situation without a problem. Shouldn't be an issue. There's a nice divot I just hit out of. You don't always need a fluffy lie. You can do this. If you have the right swing plane, nothing can get in your way. This is a horrible lie. I'm down in a wet divot, muddy grass. No problem, not a problem, okay? This little technique is gonna solve all of your issues. Like I said, no practice. But you've gotten yourself wound up into a situation where these little shots probably stress you out. You've done so much work, you've got down the fairway, you got up to the green, it's not that hard of a shot. You should be able to get out of here in par. Shouldn't be leaving here with a double. So if you are feeling a little stressed out, or you just want to have a nice state of flow, the way you're going to create a state of flow is by using my simple breathing technique. All I want you to do is breathe in through your nose for a 5 count and out through your mouth for a 10 count. Here's the secret. I want you to breathe out of your mouth like you're breathing out of the tiniest straw. We want to let our exhale be nice and slow, and that's where you get all the benefits and the relief of relieving the stress. This is going to help you. Using this technique could be something in your daily life that stressed you out, or the tee shot, or whatever it may be. This is going to help you out. So it's going to be like this: 5 to the nose and 10 to the mouth. I instantly feel better, freer, and ready to tackle any challenge that I may encounter on the golf course, and you can too. Now, we're going to look at this very, very simply when we are chipping out there. I want you to imagine a landing spot. You always want to pick a landing spot. So beyond relieving the stress, understanding the concept, but we need to pick a landing spot. So I'm going to keep it really simple for you. I want you to imagine the hole's here and you're here. And this is halfway, okay? Halfway between the hole and you is 50%. I want you to practice with 3 clubs first: sand wedge, pitching wedge, 9-iron. Your sand wedge should fly 60% in the air, roll 40%. Your pitching wedge will fly 50% in the air, roll 50%. And your 9-iron will fly 40% in the air and roll 60%. This is based off of flat turf. We don't always have that situation. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. So if we just imagine the pitching wedge being the halfway mark, if it's downhill, I'm going to probably want to land it back here. If it's uphill, I'm going to want to land it past halfway. So you can process that very, very simply to get you picking the correct landing spot. So I have my sand wedge here. So what I'm going to do is try and land it at 60%, which will be just past the edge of the green. I've got my imaginary fire pole there, and boom. Nice landing spot, good distance control. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like more breathing exercises or more step-by-step instruction video library, you can visit my website, subscribe to my app. I'd love to have you as a member. Keep coaching you every single day. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. It would mean the world to me, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.